new to 2042. Try these guns out now to really help you dominate the opposition. Don't worry if you're more experienced. If you haven't tried these out, give them a go now. Just jump into a co-op lobby so that you can unlock all of the attachments for it first. So first up, we've got the PP29, we've got the Archon Tactical Muzzle Brake, the K8 holographic and the standard issue ammo on it. No underbarrel on this one, but that's, you don't really need it. The recoil's pretty low. Now there is a thermal sight on this that's pretty good, but the reason I don't have this set as the primary is because you'll be running through a lot of smoke up close with this. So I've got the K8 holographic because it gives you a really good sight picture, as well as a great view of the whole screen around you, so it's good for spotting those extra enemies. Now the main reason I've chosen this gun as opposed to some of the other SMGs is, one, because you can unlock it pretty early. Two, it's got super low recoil due to that slow rate of fire, and obviously that paired with the high capacity magazine just makes it an absolute beast for fighting against groups of enemies all at once. And also it gives me those MP18 trench vibes from Battlefield 1. And this next one's my absolute favourite, of course the AK-24. We got the Warhawk compensator, the TR1 thermal as a scope, we got the drum mag of course, and the LWG grip. So if you're wondering why I chose this AR, it's because it's simply the best. Many people have talked about the RM68, and yeah, it is a really good AR. Some say it's OP, I don't really think so. But let me tell you, everything the RM can do, this does, and slightly better. I'll give you an example. The time to kill on it is said to be really good on the RM68. With this, it's just as quick. You've got a higher rate of fire, which means, you're likely to hit with more of the bullets. And it just beats the RM68 hands down in capacity with its 50 round magazine. I find the recoil on the AK to be slightly more controllable than the RM68 also. Now there are some other guns like the SFAR, but in my opinion that gun's garbage compared to this. Especially if you're new and you don't want to deal with excess recoil, because let me tell you, the SFAR is the recoil king of the ARs, I'm afraid. The AK is probably one of the most versatile ARs as well. You can just as easily take it indoors up close as you can taking those long range shots. So yeah, once you get off the mama's bosom that is the M5, you definitely want to get onto the AK as soon as you can. Oh, and if you're wondering why there's no love for the Volt weapons, well, they're just about to get a major overhaul, so I thought I'd hold off for now. Now let's have a look at the LMG. And that is the Avances. I've set it up exactly the same as the AK. You really want to take advantage of the sustained fire on this gun. So if you can hold it on target, which is pretty easy to do with that LCW grip. Infrared scope obviously just helps you see targets massively on this. The best way I've seen to use this gun, get into a nice flanking position where you're side onto the enemy, get that infrared scope out and just go wild. Just kill, kill, kill. Of course, the LMG class of weapons is a pretty strong class. I mean, there's 4 of them, and they're all pretty good. I just felt the Avances was slightly better than the LCMG, just because of its higher rate of fire. The PKM, I think the recoil's just not as controllable, and then the RPT is a really good choice if you've got the experience to use it correctly. So the Avances is the choice for the LMG. Now we'll go for a recon class choice. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the BSVM. Obviously I want the K8 holographic, the factory suppressor, the subsonic close combat for those extra rounds, and of course the LWG grip, my favourite grip. When it comes to recon, you've really got 2 choices. You can either go with a bolt action sniper rifle, or you can go with a semi-auto marksman rifle. And for me, most beginner players aren't going to do too well with a bolt action, although they can be really effective once you get experience with them. For new players, I think going with the marksman rifles is the better choice, and what better choice out of those than the BSVM. It's the only one that has a full auto capability, it's fully suppressed from the get-go. Just a really versatile gun really. You can stick the longer barrel on it with the high power rounds, attach a scope, and you got yourself a really good marksman rifle, or put the close combat rounds on with the short barrel and go and run and gun hipfire style. That's just how much choice you have with this weapon. So that's why that's my choice for the recon class. Well guys, so you got 4 weapons to deal with there. Obviously for you more experienced players you might have your favourites. Let me know what your favourite guns are to use. Pop it in the comments, we'll have a chat. Thanks for watching.